Hey, welcome to my channel. If you're brand new, welcome. I hope if you like what you see, you'll consider saying hi, maybe liking, you can give it a thumbs up, or even subscribing because I love to meet new people. So today I am going to be dehydrating some onions. So I use a Corsica dehydrator. I'll show you in a minute. And when you buy these, chopped onions, well, these came from Walmart, obviously great value. When you buy these, you don't have to do anything special to them. Sometimes when you're going to dehydrate a fresh vegetable, you're going to do some prep work, but not with the frozen peas, frozen carrots, frozen mushrooms, frozen onions, all of those. And these are pretty affordable. I think they're under $1, I think. I'll have to look. They may have gone up. So I'm probably going to put 3 or 4 trays, and if I have more left over, I'll go ahead and put those in the freezer for other uses. Then as soon as these are dry, it'll take a little over 24 hours, I assume. As soon as they're dry, I'll put them in a jar, and they'll stay fresh in my pantry pretty much indefinitely. And it's much more cost effective and tastier, I think, than buying them already dehydrated. So also, if you want to, after you dehydrate these, you can put them in a coffee grinder or other grinder and grind them into a powder, and you've got onion powder. And you know how expensive good onion powder is. It really is expensive. Hey, if you're not new, welcome back. Glad to see ya. Leave a comment. Do you all do this? Have you ever done it? Do you have a dehydrator? Do you like it? I do. There they are. I've just put in 3 trays because these white parts that go over so they don't fall down through the holes. I think I have more, but I can't find them. I only can find 3. And I've looked in both the places I usually put them, and I just don't see them. So I'm going to have to see if I can come up with them or order more. So I'm going to turn this on. I got to plug it in and set it at 135, 12 hours. I'll check it in 12 hours. Okay, so 13 hours at 135 degrees. We'll see how that works for me. Hi there, good morning everybody. Today is Friday. I think you'll see this on Friday with any luck. I'm later than I usually am on a Friday. So what I got here are the empty trays from dehydrating the onions yesterday. And if you watched yesterday's video, I put onions in my Corsica dehydrator. I got them from Walmart. They were a great value brand. I think that's what it's called. I think they're 99 cents or a little bit over per bag. And each bag covers a sheet. So I bought 6 bags, and I could only find 3 of these, which if you don't use these, they're just going to fall through those great big squares. So you got to use these. And I have 2 that are solid, like for fruit leather and stuff. I need to order more of these because apparently they're gone. Anyway, to that end, here we go. I'm done with all 3. This is the last tray. I've been using this to kind of scoop them toward the middle. And then I grab them up like this, take them over here to the jar, and dump them in, either with my hand or with this thing. So I'm going to do the other 3 bags that are left in the freezer because they wouldn't fit today. And then I'm also going to make kind of a pre-St. Patrick's Day dessert. It's going to be a pie. It's going to be a simple pie. And today's dinner, I'm not going to show that. I don't think it's pretty simple. I'm making, I went out in the freezer. Initially, I was going to find some chicken thighs. Well, they're at the bottom of the deep freeze, or they're down the property in the shop in the tall freezer. So I got what I could find, which was 6 frozen Salisbury steaks, and not even ones that you make, the kind that are like in a box, old school, cheap, 1970s TV dinner meal type. I won't mention any brands, but it rhymes with snankwit. Those would be fine. Don't tell anybody here. They'll eat it. They'll think I made it because I've never served it before. I bought it back when I was on that whole, we're all going to die. I got to stock the freezers. Well, now we got to eat it. And that's all there is to it. We're eating it. Okay, so I'm going to serve, long story short, I'm going to serve that with asparagus that I got at a grocery outlet and sweet potatoes that I think I got at grocery outlet too. Not positive about that. I can't remember. Anyway, on to my business at hand. I didn't share. Don't use your good canning jars for anything you dehydrate. You don't have to. It's not canning. It just needs to be dry and kept out of the light. So this right here is a Rayo's can. Yeah, a Rayo's can. Jar, not can, jar. And you just put the regular lid on it, and I stick it up in my pantry with all of the other dehydrated stuff. Lastly, I didn't share. Don't be like me. I forgot. So when you are scraping everything off, some are going to pop off and they're going to land. Some are going to be too small, like almost like onion powder size. So save that. Take you a piece of parchment paper or wax paper or foil or anything you have. A big cookie sheet would be good. And then you save all of that. I won't use this, not because my table doesn't look clean. It does, but because I know that I sit here for hours and play solitaire. And those cards have been handled a lot. And, after a while, I'm sure there's germs that just happen to walk by. And I don't want to put what's not super clean. Like I washed my hands really well before I did this. If it's not super clean, your utensils, your hands and everything, don't store it in a jar and hope for the best. Although it's a dry medium, it's still a medium. And onions are high in sweet sugar, and that's something that your germs like. All right, I'm going to get busy, put the rest of these on the tray, and then get busy on that pie. Still waiting on the Samsung repair guy from a TV. He says he's going to be here. Usually he calls, and he doesn't call, I'm sorry. He leaves a message probably about 9 o'clock in the morning and says, I will be there after 1 p.m. or I will be there before 12 p.m. And nothing so far, so I'm not thinking he's coming. On to happy things. Can you hear that? Sounds good and dry. You want to shake it every few days. Whenever you're in the pantry and you think about it, look at your dried things and make sure you can shake them and they all move and there's nothing going on inside and there's nothing stuck to any part of the jars, because that means there's moisture left over. Hey, I can't find the other bag of chopped Great Value. Maybe I only bought 5. I don't see it in my freezer, but while I was hunting, I found a Kroger brand. So these feel smaller, so I think they are going to be smaller. I'm going to put them on a tray and stick them in with the other 2 trays and start her up. They fit on the tray. They're perfect. These actually looked more uniform in size than the Great Value brand. I'm going to run over to the computer shopping app, the laptop when I say the computer, the shopping app for Fred Meyer Kroger and for Walmart, and see what the difference in price is and tell you. Let's see, I think the weight is probably at 12 ounces in the Kroger Fred Meyer and 10 ounces. Ooh, you get less in the Great Value. That's interesting. Okay, let's go see what they cost. Okay, so here I am at my desktop. I've got the Great Value chopped onions, 10 ounces. And here are the Great Value chopped, and that's also 10 ounces. You can't see it very well. I was wrong about the price. They've gone up since I last looked. This is $1.46, 10 ounces, and it says, contents yellow onions. So just onions, which is a good thing. Then here is the 12 ounce of the Fred Meyer Kroger brand chopped onions. And this one doesn't say yellow onions. It just says ingredients, onion. So they're not telling you. It may be a mix of yellow and white. I felt like the Great Value onions looked more yellow and that the Kroger Fred Meyer, these, looked more white. But, I did feel like they were more uniform in shape. So if that matters to you. Anyway, these are more. They're $1.79 either delivery or pickup for 12 ounces. So that's 2 ounces more. So remember, Great Value 10 ounces, $1.46. Kroger 12 ounces, $1.79. So they're 33 cents more in what you're going to pay, but they're 2 ounces more in what you're going to get. And they looked better aesthetically. I don't know that means anything taste-wise. If I find them on sale, I'm going to buy any brand, I guess, really. Onion's onion, right? I just was happy about the way the Kroger ones look. Anyway, I'm going to stop babbling about that now and let you go and get on to other things. Okay, I'm going to close this video up now. I've got the last 3 trays. All of the, the onions are done, and I'm happy with them. And I wish you a good evening, and if you like, give me a thumbs up, a comment, or subscribe. I love all 3. Take care. Go out and find some joy.